Oh, back with another interview. I'm at Make again, and I'm I'm with the amazing Keely. Yeah, so what I wanted to talk to you about is just like what you do here, and just like what you got for your next journey as well.
So at the moment I'm a support worker here and I support the clients through various activities, so working in retail or in the cafe or cleaning. I'll take them out on a project to do some digital art at the moment, which is really exciting.
Yeah, I saw some of that. It was really good.
It's amazing what they've created. It's absolutely phenomenal. I'm quite happy and proud to be part of getting them to achieve that. Makes me feel good. But yeah, it's what I do here, really, until Thursday. When I leave, I'm going to start working as a teaching assistant in a school for children with special educational needs.
Yeah.
So that'll be exciting and challenging, I expect, but good. But really sad to be leaving Meg.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to go.
Is there anything you want to say to them all?
Oh, just that you are all the most amazing people I've ever had the privilege of knowing. You're all incredibly kind, and I hope you continue making wonderful art and just continue being the amazing people that you are. And that's for the people we support and the staff, because they're all just incredible people that I'm really lucky to have met.
That's enough of the emotional talk.
Yep.
The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was mental health tips. So, is there any mental health tips that you want to share with everyone that you feel like could help you, that you feel like helps you, could help other people?
So I use meditation, not every day, but if I'm struggling with a particular thing, I tend to use meditation before I come into work. So it sort of deals with that, whatever has happened, and then sort of boxes it away, so I can go into work and be my normal self and be as supportive as I need to be without having whatever's happened that morning affecting me at work. I do quite a lot of craft activities at home, which keep me busy. I think one of the biggest things, a lot of mental health tips talk about what you can do to distract yourself, what you can do to not feel like that. But one of the biggest things I've learnt recently is actually taking time to sit with how you feel, however that feels, without judgment. So that's really difficult to do. So that if you're feeling angry or upset about something, to just sit with that and experience that feeling, but not be judgmental of yourself.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do. I'm still practicing. I haven't cracked it yet, but actually, I never feel like that for as long than if I distract myself from it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if I distract myself from the feeling, it always tends to come back at some point, and those thoughts will creep back in, and then I'll be like, oh, and then you have all those down feelings that tend to creep in and pile up on top of each other. But actually, if I sit with it, go, okay, this is how I'm feeling. Okay, it's okay to feel like this. Right, okay. And generally, I sit with it, and then it will go of its own accord, and I'll be like, right, okay, I can carry on. And it doesn't come back. I'm not very good at it yet. It's still a new thing I've learned just recently, the last couple of weeks. But that's been quite useful and really interesting. And trying to turn your feelings into, that's interesting, rather than, I shouldn't be feeling like this, I should be able to knock it on the head, I should, this, that or the other. Take all of that out and just go, that's really interesting that I feel like that, okay, alright, okay. And just take all that self-judgment away. Because we wouldn't be that judgmental to someone else, would we?
Yeah, exactly.
If you came to me and said, I feel like this, I wouldn't say, pull your socks up, get on with it. I wouldn't be like that, because, that's not a kind thing to say to someone you care about. So why do we do it to ourselves? And we're so self-critical. But actually it's really interesting to just sit with how you're feeling. Right, okay. It's hard, it's really hard.
Yeah. It's like most of the time we're like our own biggest enemy, isn't it?
We are our own worst enemies, 100%. We would never be as cruel to other people as we are to ourselves. In most aspects of life, whether it's your eating habits, your drinking habits, your smoking habits, how you deal with your feelings, how you deal with other people, we would never be that critical of anybody else because it's not kind.
Yeah.
And yet to ourselves, we are so judgmental that it's just, you wouldn't be like that to anyone else, would you? You just wouldn't. And I think trying to turn that around into less critical thoughts, and it doesn't have to be perfect, You know, if you're starting off with trying to turn how you think around, it's going to take ages because, you know, a lot of us have been alive for decades with that sort of critical inner voice shouting at you, you know. So to try and turn that around, you're going to take a lot of work, it's going to take a lot of practice, and you're not going to get it right every time. But like babies, when they learn to walk, they don't fall down the first time and think, it's not for me.
Yeah.
You know, they keep trying, don't they? So I think in life, as long as you keep trying, even if you don't get it right, I think that's the important bit. The important bit is to keep trying. And to keep, just take, you know, and even if it's a case of not even one day at a time, even if it needs to be 1 minute at a time, if that's what you need to do, then congratulate yourself, you've survived another minute. You know, you are on this planet for another minute, and that's a good thing. You know, the world would be a much poorer place without most of us in it.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, there's some people we could probably do that, but for the majority of us, the world and the people in our lives would be much more sad and worse off without us in it. And that's almost as hard as some of the harsh thoughts we have, I think. Learning that actually mean a lot to people. And I think I found, where I've obviously told the people who support that I'm leaving, I found that quite hard to deal with, that actually I mean that much to someone else in this world. That's almost been harder than my sadness about leaving, which I can't explain very well, but I don't know, I suppose I didn't think I made that much of an impact.
Oh, you did. I couldn't got through stock taking without you.
Stop taking. But do you know what I mean? I don't think we realise the impact we have on other people. I don't think we do, because we're so wrapped up in our lives, and that's natural, that's not a criticism of me or anyone else. We're so wrapped up in what's going on in our lives and what we need to do to get through the day, be it good or bad, you know, I don't think we necessarily realise the impact we have on people and how much poorer those people may be if we weren't in the world at all. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's like I'm leaving my job, but I will still be coming back into May, I'll still be coming to see everyone, you know, because it's just such a magical place and people are wonderful.
Yeah, it really is.
You know, if you ever feel down, come to Make, you'll never leave people down.
If there's one thing I want to take from it, it's probably the sofas actually. She's a memory. Oh, they're so comfortable.
Really comfy, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for doing this.
Right.
I've now got foot cramp, but that's alright. Alright, so if you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and like it and subscribe for more content as well. So yeah, take care guys, see you later.
Bye. Thank you. It's really sweet.
Just say hi.
Hi.